Ho ho ho, welcome on in. We are back. Minnesota Vikings got a brand new draft pick haul from trading Stefon Diggs, first and a fifth and a sixth and a future fourth rounder. All good in the hood. So now the Vikings have the number 22 as well as number 25 overall pick in the first round of this draft. A lot of flexibility, but also a glaring need at wide receiver that opens things up. So we're going to take another stab at Vikings 7-round mock draft here on the live stream. It's going to be a good time. Now, we're under the assumption right now that Anthony Harris is going to be a Viking just because they haven't done anything yet. Where I do think that they will try and flip him for a late round pick, so safety will be a need for the Vikings going in, as well as what's going to happen with Everson Griffin, Mackenzie Alexander, Trey Waynes, etc. But we can't really speculate on the future, so we're going to go right now with the draft pick call from Stefon Diggs. So Vikings needs going in: wide receiver, offensive line, O-line, D tackle for sure, cornerback definitely. So a lot of holes that the Vikings need to fill. So we'll just see what happens. So right away, we're on Draft Tech, 7-round Vikings mock draft. Got a couple trade offers. Niners with the Colts pick getting offered to move up to 13. Falcons saying 16, given both 2 first rounders. No, I say no. We'll see what happens with the board. But yeah, I'm not going to commit to a trade right away. So we'll burn up the first 5 picks, see what happens. All right, so sort of as expected, Joe Burrow, Chase Young, Derek Brown goes to the Lions, Tristan Wirfs goes to the Giants, Tua goes to the Dolphins at 5. Now, the Vikings have as good of a chance as ever to move up in the draft and take their future franchise quarterback. Although the Kirk Cousins extension sort of precludes that, sort of puts that on pause for a hot second. So maybe they don't go. I honestly don't expect the Vikings to go quarterback day 1, day 2 at all. Maybe day 3, even though that hasn't been Spielman's MO as of late either. So I think what the Vikings do need to do here is they do need to maneuver a bit. They do need to come away with a top-tier offensive lineman, at least one of the top 5, as well as potentially a cornerback. Same thing with a wide receiver. So right now, through the top 5, you got Akuda sitting there chilling. I think he's clearly the cornerback 1 of the draft. Jerry Jeudy is my wide receiver 1 as well. And then also you look at the offensive lineman. You look at Wills, you look at Becton, you look at Andrew Thomas. For me, I would throw Josh Jones in there. They're pretty tightly grouped. Austin Jackson slightly on the outside. But to be honest, if the Vikings came away with one of them, as well as a top-tier cornerback, like I think Akuda's in a class by himself, then I do think that it is, Henderson, Gladney, Johnson are sort of in a second-tier grouping together. Then A.J. Terrell, Trevon. Well, you can't draft Trevon Diggs anymore because it's the well is poisoned there. But wide receivers, I do put Jeudy up at the top by himself. Then I put Ruggs, Lamb, Higgins, and Jalen Rieger, from TCU in the sort of second tier. But this is a very deep wide receiver class. Like this is very solid. Any class where, Tyler Johnson, where's TJ? He must be way down there. Is he even on this list? This is the. Oh, Tyler Johnson's at 171. Wow. Yeah, this is the Matt Miller big board. So we'll see. So if Jerry Jeudy, all right, let's just run a couple more picks. Herbert there. All right, so Herbert goes to the Chargers. Even if Tom Brady goes there, I wouldn't be shocked if they spend the number 6 overall pick on a quarterback. Also, if you have questions, toss them in the chat. We'll get to a couple of them as well. Thomas goes to the Panthers. All right, so there goes Ruggs. There goes Lamb at 8-9. And this actually could happen. It's very conceivable that GMs will look at Jerry Jeudy's testing numbers, which aren't great, and then they'll look at Ruggs and Lamb. They'll be like, "Oh, we're just going with the fast guy." But I think that Jerry Jeudy can just play ball. That's all it is. His 20-yard shuttle is very concerning. It is very DK Metcalf-ish, but I think Jeudy is just a straight-up better football player than these other 2 guys. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Do we just stand pat? Do we move around a little bit? Got so many options. All right, who's coming up next in the picks? That's what I want to know. So next 20 picks. So you got the Browns at 10. They're probably not going to be in the wide receiver business. Jets at 11 certainly could be. All right, well, just for schnitz, I want to gauge what the price tag would be for the Browns. because I think the Jets certainly could go wide receiver. I mean, they could really go offensive lineman as well, but certainly wide receiver, depending what happens with Robbie Anderson. So, all right. So, yeah, do you have an extra third? I'm just going to lowball right away. I said no. No way. All right. So, third. Do have that fourth. And we'll throw in a top tier seventh to move up and say it. No. All right. Give up 25. I will give up. Did you just say screw it? I mean, giving up a future second rounder to be able to go up and get the number one wide receiver in this draft. Now, there's two schools of thought. This is an extremely deep wide receiver class, so maybe you don't have to do that. But also, I think there just is so much separation, pardon the pun, between Judy and the rest of the pack, even though he's going to be the third wide receiver off the board. So I don't know if I do this. Maybe I take Jeff Okudah here. I think one of the top tier offensive linemen is going to fall to 2025. I'm a little torn. I really am torn here. All right, I'm just going to let it go. No. Resume. Isaiah Simmons. Jerry Jeudy goes to the Jets. We kind of knew that was going to happen. It's fine. It's fine. My emotions are fine. Jeff Okudah is still on board, though. So I'm super interested in getting Okudah now. So next 20 picks, Niners at 13. So I'm not going to give you the 2 first rounders to move up to 13. No. Also, would the Niners take Okudah? I don't know. All right, so they go Josh Jones. Let's see what else is on the board. Who is up next? All right, so the next 20 picks. So Bucks could be in a quarterback for sure. The Broncos could be on a wide receiver. Falcons, Cowboys, Dolphins. Man, it is a long way to 22, isn't it? I mean, do we just sit here and let the board fall to us? Because, I mean, Wills, Becton, Jackson, feel fine with any of those three. T. Higgins there. I like Higgins. Wouldn't mind Rieger. I mean, Claypool a little bit later on. Denzel Mims is interesting. Chenault, although you do have injury concerns with Chenault, I think he's certainly in the first round conversation. I really want to move in. I want to. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna do it. I really. Actually, wait. No, let's one more pick burn off. All right, so Kinlaw goes to the Bucks because I really want to end up with 3 first round picks, and I'm gonna get them. Yeah, I'm gonna go full on 2013. So who's up next? It's the Broncos. Oh, what up? Denver Broncos. What up, Elway? So we will give you second and a future second and the future 4th round pick that's coming from the Bills for number 15. Trade decline. All right. All right. We'll knock this down to a third. The future that will give you 2 future 2nd round picks, as well as that future 4th from Buffalo and a 3rd rounder for 15. Trade decline. Hornberger. All right. Do you want 2-2-2? Will 2-2-2 get it done? I think it just might. Taking that 4th rounder off the table, though. All right, 2-2-2 has been accepted. So now Vikings are quasi-mortgaging the future a little bit, but also I don't care at this point because you got Jeff Okudah. Jeff Okudah, clearly the best numero uno cornerback in this draft. Yeah, resume. Let's go. All right, no, I'm not trading this stupid pick. All right, so Jeff Okudah, come on down. You're the next Minnesota Vikings. So now we got the cornerback locked down, number 1 cornerback in this draft, and now we're just waiting to see how the rest of the board plays out. So now Mekhi Becton is sitting there chilling. T. Higgins is there. So a little bit of gambling going on because I want Becton and I do want Higgins. Although AJ Penza is there too. So, yeah, going to go Becton and... Actually, wait. Becton, Austin Jackson is still there. I mean, there's a big drop between Higgins and Rieger for me. but also there's a big drop between Becton and Jackson for me. So I'm just going to take Becton here at 22 and hope that T. Higgins falls to 25. And that's it. Becton, Jordan Love, Patrick Queen, did it. Sweet. All right, so T. Higgins, come on down. You're the next Minnesota Vikings. So 3 first-round picks at the cost of giving up. Who's the Go Pack Go jabroni in the chat? So, yeah, you're gone. There you go. It's easy. Yeah. Hey, if Flied right, stop putting skull. Don't have to go back and forth with him. All right, so let's recap the first round real quick. Vikings do give up 2 future second rounders as well as this season second rounder, or was it third? Whatever, we'll find out. Get Jeff Okudah, best cornerback in the draft. Mekhi Becton, just a pile of man that can play guard for a year, then kick him out to left tackle. I think he does have the physical upside over Bryant McKinney, just amazing, as well as T. Higgins, because Kirky needs a tall receiver. I mean, T. Higgins 6'4", he's giant, just a huge catch radius as well, and it's a fine consolation prize. I mean, these 3 first round picks at the cost of Diggs and 2 future second rounders, I'm certainly okay with that. Just recapping the first round. So Andrew Thomas, Panthers. Justin Herbert goes to Chargers. Ruggs goes to the Cardinals. Oh, so you got Nuke, you got Fitz, you have Henry Ruggs, and you have Christian Kirk. Baby, you got a stew going. Kyler Murray going 9.99. CD Lamb goes to the Jaguars. Isaiah Simmons, versatile defender, to the Browns. Jerry Jeudy goes to the Jets. We were toying with trying to get up there. I think it would have been a little bit too expensive for our taste at that point. CJ Henderson, great Florida cornerback, goes to the Raiders, although Jeff Okudah is number 1. Yeah. Josh Jones, a little bit surprising. Josh Jones goes this high to the Niners, the number 13 overall pick that they got from the DeForest Buckner trade from the Colts. Javon Kinlaw, stud, goes to the Bucks. Kind of surprised they didn't go quarterback here. Let's see. Falcons go edge from LSU. Jedrick Wills goes to the Dolphins. So the Dolphins end up with Tua and Wills. I mean, shoot. That's a hell of a get. Let's see. Justin Jefferson, Raiders. Terrell, Diggs goes to the Eagles. The Vikings land Becton. I love that one. Patrick Queen goes to the Saints. That's a good fit. Jordan Love is a future quarterback of the Patriots. What? Shoot. Let's see here. All right, next round. But overall, I mean, if this is just the Vikings draft in a nutshell, I'm just ecstatically over the moon. I'm locked in, ready to go. All right, so we did give up a second round pick. We still have 9 more picks to go. It's fine. All right, so needs edge rusher. Could double down on offensive line again. Everyone knows that Jonah Jackson is a guy that I really like. I think is a great scheme fit as well. Sitting there chilling. I know that people really like Nathani Moody, Logan Sternberg as well. But with Moody, you do have those health concern issues. But, I mean, the talent is what it is. Oh, Matt Hennessy from Temple. Versatile scheme fit guy. This isn't a great edge class. And I've lamented that a couple times already. It's just like, it's very, like if the Vikings have a significant need at edge, I mean, Weatherly is gone. You know, if Everson Griffin is gone as well, I think it could be SOL a little bit. Let's see. Down goes Winfield Jr. Ooh, Gallimore would be a nice addition. Will he fall that far, though? Come on, baby. Come, baby, come, baby, baby, come. Oh. All right, so we got a couple trade offers. Nope, screw you guys. All right, so Gallimore right now I'm penciling in as the friggin' guy. I could be coming in and be a great contributor right away on the defensive line. Kind of surprised that he's lasted this far. So just looking at the offensive line, Ben Barsh, small school guy from St. John's. Matt Pert, who we were like from UConn. John Runyon Jr. is there. See, Joe and Jackson still sitting there chilling. All right, so we got plan out. We got 2 picks in the third round. The Vikings pick and then the compensatory pick. Still have a couple of needs. I mean, you could double down on Kenny Robinson XFL. Wait, you can draft XFL guys? Like, what is going on? Yeah. All right, so safety could be there. Jennings, okay. You can double down on receiver, I guess. I mean, the fact that KJ Hill is still sitting there chilling, Tyler Johnson's still there. If either one of those are in the fourth, I'm a double back. Quarterback wise, it's a little bit of a grab back. So Anthony Gordon, Cole McDonald, Mason Fine, all interesting. So yeah, Tyler Huntley, I really like, potentially grab him in the 7th round. All right, so we're gonna just grab Neville Gallimore, stud defensive lineman out of Oklahoma. Just getting him at this stage of the game is just massive, massive value. Really happy about that. All right, so the Vikings win defense. Do we double down on offensive line? I think we should. Trade offers, no. Screw you guys. All right, so let's see who's still there. Matt Pert's still there. Prince from Auburn is there. Nathaniel Moody is still there. Should I give the people what they want? Just take Nathaniel Moody. Now, if I mean, Damian Lewis and Moody are much more power gap guys, not really fitting in with the zone scheme. But I mean, they're just great players too. I think Damian Lewis would be the much safer pick. I'm actually going to go Lewis. All right, so now you added Becton, you added Damian Lewis, so you actually do have a flexibility down the line. Like if the Vikings want to get back to like the Adrian Peterson power gap scheme, which is like 900-pound offensive lineman, they do have the flexibility to do that. Although Becton is certainly good fit in that scheme with his athleticism. Damian Lewis is much more of a. You guys remember David Dixon? Yeah, that's Damian Lewis right there. Although Damian Lewis, Band of Brothers and Billions, freaking awesome, love him. Let's see here. Also, hey, love you guys in the chat. Thank you very much for coming along. It's a very interesting time. Everyone's in self-quarantine. Turn down trades. Screw you guys. But the fact that we can be here, we can be grinding and just putting out content in a very interesting part of the season. I love you guys. Ooh, Antoine Brooks Jr., a.k.a. Cam Chancellor 2.0, but really Trey Matthews, but really Taylor Mays. All right, so we'll keep him in mind. Let's just take a look at the rest of this. Benito Jones, Mazel tov. Oh, I do like Highsmith, though, 167. But we're saying Tyler Johnson's still there. He probably will be there in the 5th, although that'd be very surprising if he falls that far. Yeah. I think just in terms strictly of value, I do think I have to go with Brooks Jr. here, where he's in the box safety. Like there's really no range about him. He is basically like a mini linebacker, but I think some of his versatility could help in some of the sub packages, and also I think he's going to be a special team stud right out of the box. So getting him in the 4th round, really happy about that. I'm happy about everything, man. I mean, you got free agency here. Everyone has been instructed to stay at home and stay inside. I'm lucky because I know how to cook, which is great. But really, guys, stay home, stay inside. Going out does not make you brave. It just means that you're potentially exposing yourself and to people who could be very vulnerable, like elderly people. And I'm even though this coronavirus hasn't shown that it has really goes after the young. Since I got 2 young kids, I'm very protective about it. Like overly worried. Like I'd much rather be over worried than under worried. You know what I mean? All right. So back up in the 5th round. I got 6 picks remaining. Edge guys. Chauncey Rivers there. Okay. Oh, Caddy Coughlin, the local guy. Michael Divinity Jr. He's got some off the field red flag stuff. Tyler Johnson is still there. Now, I think there is very little chance that Tyler Johnson gets to the 5th. But that being said, I guess it's possible just because this is such a great wide receiver class, as well as Tyler Johnson. He just does not have the measurables, and teams will hold that against them. But if the Vikings get him in the 5th round, T. Higgins and Tyler Johnson, one time replacing Stefon Diggs, I'm more than okay with that. All right, just going through the chats here. Panthers letting Cam Newton hit free agency. I wonder where he's going to go. I I don't think that. I think Cam's just frankly fell apart body wise. Just taking all those shots early on in his career, as well as going vegan. Nah. Not that there's anything wrong with vegans, but I just think as a high end, high performing, world class athlete, you just do need bioavailable protein. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Anyway, all right, so back to the football, Calderon. 2 6-round picks on nearly back-to-back here. Let's see here. Still need some edge. Still need some quarterback help. Kirk Laughlin's there. Yeah, I'm going to stay. I'm just going to hold out. I mean, you could take Gordon, I guess. Of this cropping, I like Gordon. I like McDonald. Mason Fine's interesting. I do like the Virginia kid. Huntley is unique as well. Let's see. What else do we got here? Just double back on corner. We do that. Grab a linebacker as Spielman has always wanted to do. Could do that. Look at the big board again. Oh, do we just take a flyer on Trey Adams? I mean, if Duke can stay healthy, he is legit. But do you take an absolute flyer on him in the 6th round at this point? I say why not? It's a complete lotto ticket. If Trey Adams can actually stay healthy, I think that he could be something extremely valuable. And 6th round, it's more than fine. It really beats. Atlanta took Caleb McGarry in like the 2nd round last year. Yeah, similar issues. All right. So back here. Yeah, I'm just going to take Gordon. There you go. It's almost like the Tom Brady pick. 6th round quarterback out of nowhere. I like it. Hey, Gavin C., shout out. Welcome to a monthly Jerome. You know what's going on. Gavin C., I really like our trade-up potential. Yeah, the fact that the Vikings do have 2 first-rounders now, as well as 2/3 via compensatory picks, I think the Vikings are really set up that if they do want to move up, if there is a player that strikes their fancy, they're in great position to do so. Although, I think at this point, since the Vikings do potentially have so many needs, I could see them standing pat or doing what I did, is just try and sneak back in to that 1st round, get that 5th-year option, do all that up. I'm just going to draft Carter Coughlin. I don't care. The local angle. Although we already did just do that with Tyler Johnson as well. What can you do? Let's see. Oh, J.J. Taylor's there? Shoot. Do we take a running back in the 7th to own the libs? All right. I'm going to take Woodward. And where's Bernstein? Nah, just kidding. J.J. Taylor. Dynamite. Come on down. So full disclosure, I ate eggs with a lot of pepper. So I have to sneeze right now. But if I sneeze on the live stream, people automatically go, Corona! Even though I don't think sneezing is a big part of it. Isn't it? Dry cough, fever, and shortness of breath. I think that's it. But people never know nowadays. Anyways. All right, so Vikings did give up 2 future 2nd-round picks to get back into the 1st round. On number 15 overall, get the top cornerback on my board, Jeff Okudah, as well as get the Mountain of Man, Mekhi Becton. I love it. Start him at guard for a year, eventually kick him out to left tackle. Or hell, start him at left tackle, kick Reef inside to guard. Don't really care. Don't care at all. Next up, 25, T. Higgins, the Condor wide receiver from Clemson. Kirky needs a tall receiver. And then also, the fact that you get Neville Gallimore in the 3rd round, you're like Gallimore and Armon Watts on 3rd down. Bring it. Also, later in the 3rd round, compensatory pick. I picked up Damian Lewis from LSU. Now, not a perfect scheme fit, not much more of a plotter, much more of a gap style offensive lineman, but just getting in really solid road grading, body moving bodies in the interior offensive line group. I think this is really important. 4th round, another value pick, Antoine Brooks Jr., safety hard hitter from Maryland. 5th round, speaking of value, Tyler frickin' Johnson, TJ coming on down, baby. Also, we got Jake R in the chat. I appreciate you keeping the videos coming. Being stuck at the house is driving me insane, and at least it feels a little normal. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. It's an absolute honor to be able to do these videos, talk Vikings, talk shit, talk football all the time. So thank you for letting us be a part of your world and making us part of your day. 6th round. So I took a lotto ticket on Trey Adams. He has a lot of medical issues coming out of Washington, but if he can stay healthy, it could really. This is if you guys remember, Tiny Richardson, who had a lot of knee issues coming out of Tennessee, was a UDFA, and it never worked out with Tiny. Maybe it'll work out with Trey Adams. In the 6th round, took Anthony Gordon out of Washington State, quarterback project. Yeah, I'm not over the moon. I'm not like fist pump, snap call, all that other stuff, but perfectly fine with that. 7th round, Carter Coughlin, edge / linebacker from the Gophers, as the Vikings always want to do. David Woodward, linebacker from Utah State, as well as J.J. Taylor, Dynamite from Arizona. So this is it. This is the post-Diggs trade Vikings 7-round mock draft. End up with 3 first-rounders. I love it. But yeah, thank you guys for coming along in the chat. What are your thoughts on the old draft? Let us know in the comment section below. And keep it tuned right here. We'll be here in isolation, just cranking out content as free agency rolls along. At least we can feel a little bit normal about things. And thank you guys again so much for letting us do this for you. But until next time, Skull, production value.